Hello and welcome to Toy Geek Maniac. I am your host, Chad Thomas. For this episode, the backdrop has changed a little bit. I usually have my action figure and toy display behind me in the living room where I do these videos. However, my husband has been working from home during the coronavirus pandemic, and he has his office set up in the living room as well. And he's in meetings all day, so I have to do this episode from the bedroom. Hey! So in the last episode, I unboxed McFarlane Toys' Harry Potter with his Patronus, and it's an epic figure. It's just amazing. And in stores, I was only able to find Harry, and from some of the comments that I've received on that video, that seemed to be the case for some other people as well. So I did some online shopping for the possibility of getting Ron and Hermione for reasonable prices, and luckily I did. So I have those two to share with you today. So we're going to kick it off with Ron Weasley. Ron's Patronus was much easier to assemble than Harry's was. Being that they're so translucent, it's really hard to see where the post gets inserted. But this was much easier, and it's elegant and beautiful. The attention to detail in these figures is absolutely astounding. The articulation, the styling, the likeness to Rupert Grint is phenomenal. I think there's probably far too much articulation for what is actually needed for these characters, but it's nice because it looks genuine and authentic, and you can certainly pose them any which way. Simply a beautiful figure. His wand, just like Harry's, is actual authentic to the movie. And I'm going to see if this goes into his hand a lot better than Harry's did. It did go in a little bit better. Still took a little bit, but it's there. It's funny how all three of these characters are right-handed. It would have been kind of cool if one of them was left-handed, I guess. I don't know. Ron goes onto his stand fairly well. And looks good. And now there's something I just was absolutely floored by since making the last episode with Harry that I learned, which I'll show you here in a second. Okay, so as with Harry Potter, there are these weird little clips that go onto the stand, and I didn't know what they were there for. And I was watching another YouTuber talk about his figures, and he said that there was a way to support the inside packaging, so it's sort of a diorama. However, I'm not finding that that's working, or I'm not assembling it correctly. So yeah, not entirely sure about that. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to Hermione. All right, so here we have Hermione. And this is super exciting. I'm excited to have all three of these characters in such deluxe formats. And it excites me as a Harry Potter fan. In fact, like, I want like a whole line of like all the major characters out of the series. Much like Marvel Legends, they're roughly about $20, but these are definitely worth it. And I just think my heart is going like, yay, Harry Potter. So yeah, let's go ahead and unbox Hermione. Hermione's Patronus went together so easy. Very happy with that. And it's elegant, just like the other two. Such a great feature for these figures. Okay, so we have Hermione's wand. Just very, very thin. Almost feels like it could break. And hopefully it doesn't want to try to put it in our hand. Okay, so here we have Hermione, and she looks amazingly like Emma Watson, as she should. When I took her out of the package, her head popped off immediately. So I'm being very delicate with that. Not sure if it's just because of the detailing on the back, coupled with her hair. But once again, the detailing is just amazing. The articulation is astounding. I think, like I said, I think there's more articulation than what really needs to be for these characters, since they're not like, you know, super heroic or anything like that. But you do get a lot of range of motion. Now let's see how difficult it's gonna get to get her wand into her hand. That by far was the easiest of the three. So let's get her on the stand and see how that goes. She goes well onto the stand, and that is cool. Such beautiful figures. I love these. Now, I do have to find the secret to these diorama things with the bases, because this is a really cool backdrop for Hermione. So I'm gonna have to do some investigating, or if anybody wants to drop a comment below on how this is supposed to work. I threw out Harry's because I didn't think anything of it. I just figured there's some weird little clips to the base. So yeah. So yeah. That is gonna do it for this episode of Toy Geek Maniac. A little bit lengthy, but worth it. And I've decided that I am gonna probably shell out some money for Lord Voldemort. He is awfully pricey online, but considering how wonderful these figures are, I'm gonna have them. So, all right. Thank you so much for watching. There's plenty of other content here on Slymm Productions for you to watch. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to be notified anytime that we upload a video. And as always, love and light to you all.